to me, my Saturday night losers. I am Jesse, the Saturday night loser. I have once again a mediocre show on tap for you today. Khalil's off on assignment. I got him working on a special, assignment. So he'll be back next week. But in the last segment, we're going to be taking a look at this. What is this, my friends? This is a Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Widow motorcycle. This thing is sick. We're going to take a look at this in the last segment. I cannot wait. I was going to say I can't wait, but it's more dramatic to say I cannot wait to open this up. But before we do that, we've got to hit the news. And basically, the news today was going to be all Disney stuff. All Disney-related news. Star Wars, Disney, blah, blah, blah. That'll be in a later segment. Well, later on in the segment. I got to start the whole thing off with some depressing but unsurprising news. Let's start. Toys R Us. Bloomberg is reporting that Toys R Us is prepping to liquidate its U.S. operations. Translation: they're planning on closing all of the American stores, all the United States stores. Toys R Us has been in bankruptcy since September of 2017. No buyer has come forth or is on the horizon, and the company can't secure any kind of debt restructuring from the lenders either. So how did the company, the only game in town, how did the company get into this mess? Well, in 2005, they were bought by a private equity firm, and that firm basically drove the company into the ground, saddled it with debt, a fuck ton of debt in the process, which private equity firms tend to do in hopes of flipping the problem onto somebody else at a later date. January of this year, 2018, the corporation announced that it was going to close 180 stores. And basically it got in this mess through poor management. And then you got competition from Walmart, Target, and of course, Amazon. So what does this mean? I mean, the company's done. Like, part of me feels like, look, I got a preference. Before I say anything more, I got to preference this by saying, I don't know the first thing about anything. I don't know the first thing about money. I don't know the first thing about numbers. I hate numbers. I'm a words man. And I don't know the first thing about corporations. That being said, this is a fucking mess. They are the only game in town. They are the only toy store in town. They've got, fuck, I lost the word. Their business, whatever. Their competition, that's the word I lost. Their competition is Walmart and Target. And that's only in December or Christmas time. Otherwise, they're the only fucking game in town. Do you know the company was founded in 1948? Charles Lazarus opened the company as Children's Bargain Town. And since then, since 48, the company and through the 90s was just churning profit. This is what happens when corporations are allowed to run amok with limited to no regulations. They drive good businesses into the ground, burning shareholders and companies alike. I don't know, man. Toys R Us has been poorly managed for a very long time. I can't see how anybody is surprised by this. Again, I don't know the first thing about fucking anything, but I know that their prices are terrible. They were slow moving on the internet. But then again, just about everybody was slow moving on the internet. And then look, Circuit City, Best Buy's barely adapting, Borders, all these companies, all these retail establishments didn't see what the internet was going to be, and they died. And unfortunately, as my brother says, they are the only fucking game in town, and they fucked it up. I don't know, man. What are you going to say? They're just... part of me will be surprised if the company does fold. Part of me won't be. It's sort of a sad day for toy collectors, man. But like I said, they were all, for years, they were overpriced, and they're still overpriced. They just... It's corporations run amok. Whatever. Didn't mean to get all heavy there, but let's talk Disney. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I went too far ahead in my paperwork. I wish I had some some playing music so I could find the right paperwork. Oh, here it is. All right. It's live, folks. Live. Disney let's start with the parks. Disney revealed drone footage of Star Wars Land at Disneyland. Let's take a quick peek. It's fucking cool, right? The land is officially called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's fucking cool. It's going to be awesome. Of course, the footage is just scaffolding and cranes, crawler cranes, but dude, I love behind the scenes stuff, and I love drone footage, that up high, that smooth looking footage. This thing's going to be awesome. The video really gives you a scope, the magnitude of what this 14-acre monstrosity is going to be like. Can't wait. The project was announced in 2015. Land broke in 2016. And guess what, folks? It's opening next year, 2019. Now, like I said, that footage that we saw was from Disneyland, but my favorite Disney park, Walt Disney World, is getting one, and it's on the same schedule. 3 words. Can not wait. Speaking of Star Wars, StarWars.com announced that Jon Favreau is set to write and produce a live-action Star Wars show. Yes, Happy Hogan from the Iron Man movies is going to direct and produce, not direct, but produce and write a Star Wars show. Not much is known about it. However, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy had this to say about Jon. And I quote, "I couldn't be more excited about Jon coming on board to produce and write for the new direct-to-consumer platform. Jon brings a perfect mix of producing and writing talent combined with a fluency in the Star Wars universe. This series will allow Jon the chance to work with a diverse group of writers and directors and give Lucasfilms the opportunity to build a robust talent base." Is anybody surprised that anything that Disney does show-wise is going on this yet unnamed streaming service? I'm not. All these streaming services, look, I don't know what all these companies think. I'm going to subscribe to all these channels. 2 words, fucking nuts. What else is there to say about this? Jon Favreau, I really like. Great actor, great writer, great director. It's Star Wars, so what's there to say? I'm a little Star Wars out. There, I said it. I have definitely reached peak Star Wars. I've not reached peak Star Wars. I'm over peak Star Wars. I know, as a fan, it's a sad thing to say, but okay. I mean, great. We're going to see a show. It's not going to be Lucas. I mean, it's not going to be Lucas. It's not going to be Skywalker related. I would be surprised if it was. And yeah, you know, the whole Star Wars universe is huge. That's what she said. Blah, blah, blah. All right. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I got to show you a couple trailers that might have you questioning my cred, but you know what? I don't care. Let's take a look.
Mary Poppins. It is wonderful to see you.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yes. That is Mary fucking Poppins. Look, man, I've got 4 kids. And when you have 4 kids, 2, and the 2 oldest ones are girls, you watch a fuck ton of Disney programming. Not just programming, movies. And my kids grew up in the 90s, so it was tapes of Disney, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Mary Poppins, Dumbo, blah, blah. Then it went to DVDs, so you watch a shit ton of Disney programming, and along the way, you kind of grow to like it. So I'm curious as to what direction this Mary Poppins Returns is going into. That playing Mary is Emily Blunt. And let me tell you something. They really hit the casting on the head with Emily Blunt. Perfect. Well, I mean, as perfect as you can tell from, she said, what, 3-4 words? Of course, she follows up the great Julie Andrews. Right? Yeah, I think it was Julie Andrews in the original. I just, names are losing it. But she looks great. I'm real curious. Sorry? Now, if you thought that maybe there's something wrong with me about that trailer, take a look at this one.
We've called an emergency meeting this weekend.
I promised my wife and daughter I'd take them away this weekend, sir.
We need to cut 20%.
You promised these people good jobs.
I thought you'd do anything for this company.
Pooh?
Christopher Robin.
I've cracked.
Oh, I don't see any cracks. A few wrinkles, maybe.
Yeah. That's Winnie the fucking Pooh. But look, seriously, did you not just hear what I said? I have 4 kids. I get invested into these shows, these movies. Besides, did you catch who that was? That was Obi-fucking-Wan. That's Ian McGregor. So listen, if Ian McGregor's in it, how uncool could it be, right? Look, he's far cooler than I am, and he's in the movie. So yeah, I want to say it. I want to see Christopher Robin. Besides, it reminds me of, I've had this idea. I'm going to pitch to you an idea that I've had for years now. It's a sequel to Winnie the Pooh. It's a lot darker than that one. My version takes place a couple years after Christopher Robin is a teenager. I cannot believe I'm going to share this with you, but basically, the wood has gone to hell. Al has taken over and reimagined the place in his own image, right? Are you following me here? He kidnaps Pooh. Who the fuck knows where Pooh is? Not only that, but Tigger has really become a monster. Not just a real tiger, but a monster who has taken a leg from Piglet. Piglet has no leg. He has a stick for a leg, like a branch leg for a leg. And the funny part is I actually have artwork. I created artwork for this. I cannot believe I am admitting this. And if I had that artwork available, I would show it to you. Other characters, Rabbit becomes a real dick, but Rabbit was already a dick. Kanga's mom's dead. They're all monsters. And it's up to a teenage Christopher Robin to go back and basically fix everything that he let go to shit. That's my version of it. And if any animators are out there, mine's not live action, mine's just animated. If there's any animators out there that have nothing better to do, want to work for free and get absolutely no money, give me a call because I want to make this happen. That's it. That's it for the news. Come right back. We're going to open up this. We're going to open up this Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Widow right after this.
Mary Poppins!
Spread the word, the big word.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilistic.
It's Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke with the year's last and biggest word in motion picture entertainment, Mary Poppins. Walt Disney's finest and most unique achievement in magical, whimsical, musical screen entertainment. Watch for Mary Poppins, acclaimed by everyone as Walt Disney's greatest achievement.
Late last year, Hasbro released images of a new line of figures with motorcycles. Of course, you're going to have a line of figures and motorcycles. Who's going to be in it? Ghost Rider. Duh. But the other one, the reason why we are gathered here today is this. Natasha Romanoff herself, Black Widow, and her bike. I cannot wait to open this up. Actually, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to open it up right now. Right now. How's it going? Of course, you know that Black Widow was created by Stan Lee, Don Rico, and Don Heck. When did she make her Marvel Comics debut? Let me tell you. She made her Marvel Comics debut in the pages of Tales of Suspense. I got to read the page. Number 52, April of 1964. And duh, she's played by Scarlett Johansson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm having a little bit of problem taking her out, but we're not panicking here. This is live. What I'm going to do is what I should have done before and cut the tape on this end, just like that. The figure, as I'm going to show you, comes with 2 heads. Now, I'm not going to swap out the heads. I normally might, but it is so cold in the Newsbox Studios that cold and plastic just do not mix. And I'm having a bitch of a time getting this out. There we go. Spoke too soon. I don't know if you read Black Widow last year. Marvel Comics, actually 2016, not last year. Marvel Comics came out with a book that was written by Mark Waid, art by Chris Samnee. It was called Black Widow. And the artwork seems to be what this motorcycle is based on. Here, let me give you a look at this. Check this out. Check this bike out. And tell me that this bike was not inspired by that cover. I'm going to show you the cover. I'll pipe it over right before I release this onto the world. Check out that bike. Isn't that cool? So yeah, 2 sculpts, and I'll have plenty of pictures of this figure and the motorcycle on my website, the-newsbox.com. Just not right away. So as I said, the figure comes with an alternate hand, and of course, because it is a motorcycle set, it comes with the motorcycle. Duh. The head sculpts, we have a long hair Natasha right there. Long hair Black Widow. See that? And we have the sculpt that's on her head is actually short hair. Let me take this away from the microphone so it's not as obnoxiously loud. There we go. Of course, Black Widow is dressed in her black costume. I say, of course, a lot, with her top unzippered a lot. Pretty far down. Here, let me stop playing with this and give you a good look at this. Let's move this microphone. And there's a look at that. You know what? Let's move that a little closer for you there. Hopefully it'll zoom in any second now. It'll focus in any second. Okay, well, it's not, but take my word for it. She's got short hair. The head pops off, and just like all the other Marvel Legends figures, she's got a gazillion points of articulation, but the most important thing is that she's going to be able to ride this bike, which we're going to do right now. This bike, man, the wheels move and all. This is no fake-ass shit. And it's got the handlebars that move the wheels and all. This is fucking cool. Kickstand. Listen, does the kickstand move? Yes, the kickstand comes down. I was a little worried that wait a minute. Oh, come on. This is when live shows get real embarrassing. There you go. All right, Natasha. Let's get you on that ride. Are you ready? Let's do this over here. We'll put her on like thus. Like this. Now she's supposed to be able to grab onto these handlebars like this, right? Like I said, it's cold in here. I should not be doing this when it's so fucking cold. But I am a glutton for punishment. I could have done any other figure, but I had to do this one. I got a zillion other figures. I got Toy Box Disney figures I could have opened up, but no, it had to be this one. So you know what we're going to do? We're not going to put her on the bike. We're going to lean her against it. How about that? Yeah, just like that. She better lean against it without knocking it over. Of course, she falls over. I can't believe that I'm doing this live. Yeah, just like that. Come on, Natasha, stand. Oh boy, this is not this is not going well. How about like that? This has become a comedy of errors. So just like that. She's got the ankle joint here, which is rather stiff. That's what she said. And we're going to do that like this. I've already burned through all of my facts about that I planned ahead to tell you about Natasha, Black Widow. So we're kind of screwed in that regard. Okay, this is what we're going to do. This is ridiculous. I'm going to delete this segment. This segment is never going to air. This is worse than dealing with kids. Anyway, there you have it. Right there. There's Natasha, Black Widow. There is the alternate head sculpt. Believe me, I was prepared for this. It went to hell. But it's live, and that's why you watched it. Look at that. I'm holding the camera. I'm holding it out to over there so you can see it. Just like that. Autofocus, man. Autofocus is the fucking best. So, there you have it. That was a very horrible Marvel look at Marvel Legends, Hasbro Marvel Legends, Black Widow on her bike. God, it's a good thing they don't pay me to do this. Anyway, okay, let's wrap this shit up. Wow, 6 minutes. All right, what do we got coming up this week? It's Plugorama time. God, if you guys watch anything more, I'd be surprised. All right, Plugorama. We have this. Did you get to see the show I did, the red chair show? I was going to see the blue chair show, but there's no blue chair. Did you get to see the red chair show of the Mezco Toys 112 Collective Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad that I did? It only took me 4 weeks to do. It's out now. You should watch it. But coming up, that, my friends, can you see it? Let me move a little bit further out of the way. That is a Hasbro Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet. If I had the music, it would say, ah. Yeah, I'm going to crack that open, and I'm going to stick my dirty mitt right into it. And we're going to record it and have some laughs. More laughs than we did with this embarrassment of a Hasbro. Not that it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassing that I couldn't get her on the bike ahead of time. But, again, it's live. Okay, so, yeah, we have that coming up and plenty of other fun stuff. So... tell your friends. If you tell your friends, I'm going to send you a paycheck. I'm going to send you a check. Tell your friends, tell your crazy aunt and your goofy uncle all about Saturday Night Losers. Have a good night.